So it's been some weeks now since I put some time into this machine. So today I want to pick away at it a little bit. Well, originally when I bought this engine for the sand drill project, I got it with the wiring harness, the ignition, and the exhaust system, so pretty complete. So that's part of the exhaust system there, and these are the mufflers for it. And what I want to do now is I want to cut these flanges off because I want to weld on my own piece of exhaust tubing here. I don't want to have this. This is not going to be part of the machine. I just want these flanges, and they're fairly well made. They've got kind of like a little gasket right here, and so and it's already a factory piece, so it will bolt right onto the muffler. These are actually, it's kind of like a resonator. I got my little pen light going here. I'm going to show you what's on the inside. So you can see down in there, you can see it's like a muffler. So it's a two-layer piece of tubing, inner and outer, and this will help to take some of the edge off of the exhaust sound, but not much. That's primarily the muffler's job, but it will be a little louder if I run without these, but it won't really be a big deal. So now you can see what I mean by that double layer design. This flange should work out really nice for this project. Looks like there's a filler plate in there, kind of like a crimped over design. And you can just see through it, if you look at the right angle, right in between there you can see some light. So I'll have to weld that all the way around here, and which is fine because once I've got that weld done, together with the weld for the new tubing, then those two welds should pretty well come together and put the strength back in that filler plate, because it looks like it got kind of thin when I cut it off. So that should all work out in the end. Well, I used quite a bit of heat here to weld that filler plate to the flange. The flange is about 1/4 inch, so I'm using about the same heat as if I was welding 2 1/4 inch pieces together. And with this much heat, it kept the weld low and wide, and I did it in spots so that I wouldn't burn through that little filler plate because it's pretty thin. So I'm going to clean this up and then we'll see how it looks. You see how that weld covers almost the entire front surface of that filler plate? And you look on the back side, you can see how that weld, it just really wanted to fall through. It was actually too hot, and if I would have just made a continuous bead, then the weld just would have fell through there. But now instead, it's actually added quite a bit of thickness to it. So now when I weld the piece of tubing on there, then it's going to finish off the weld, you know, a little bit here where the filler plate hasn't been welded onto. Then that's going to fill in, and that'll be a nice durable piece, I think. So for this second weld, I didn't skimp around on the heat for that one either, so I did kind of a stop-start stitch weld. And the nice thing about this whole setup is, see, I can still use this factory gasket because really it's still a factory flange minus the, you know, the addition or the alteration that I made. So this is it's going to work out well. And so here it is bolted on the muffler, and this piece is a little on the long side. Once I get it bolted all to the machine and stuff, then I can fit it and trim it. So just give you an idea how that all turned out. Who's a cute bird all day?